Morning children. Today the topic of the lesson is love and devotion. Okay, what's the topic? Love and devotion. You know the meaning for love, isn't it? Love means it is nothing but affection, whereas devotion means worship. Our beautiful world is a creation of God. Otherwise we can say God is the creator of the universe. God is omnipresent. What do you mean by omnipresent? Omnipresent means present everywhere. Okay. God, omnipresent means present everywhere. God is in twinkling stars, in satellites, in planets, in flowering plants, etc. Okay. So God is everywhere, right? God is everywhere, right? Okay. So God has created man with extra qualities of wisdom and intelligence and wisdom. What do you mean by wisdom here? So wisdom means to make up decisions and judgments because of knowledge. Okay. So these qualities help him in differentiating between good and bad, right and wrong, dharma and adharma. What do you mean by dharma and adharma? So dharma actually it is an important Hindu-Buddhist concept. Okay, it refers to a law which governs the universe, whereas adharma is an antonym of dharma. Antonym means what? Opposite to dharma. It refers to all the actions which are not according to dharma. There are different religions in this world, isn't it? There are different religions in this world. They have different philosophies of earth, life, etc. But one thing is common, that is all the living things are created and loved by God. We should be thankful and grateful to God for everything, isn't it? True happiness can only be achieved if we serve with mankind. Okay, if we serve with mankind. According to Hindu religion, God exists in all the living things, non-living things, and also in cosmic forces. Cosmic forces means actually it is connected with space or the universe, right? We should, or otherwise we must respect all God's creations and love the creations. Okay, we must pray God daily in our own way. People go to different places for worship, and okay, people go to different places for worship. They call him by different names, but the only thing is that we have to serve the mankind. The real prayer and worship of God is to serve the mankind. Okay, this one you have to remember, children. I'll tell you a story. Have you heard about Maharishi Vedavyasa? He is the author of Mahabharata. Okay, according to Maharishi Vedavyasa, the best form of worship is to serve the poor people, sick people, blind people, right? One day, one of his disciples means a person who follows a teacher. Okay, he asked Maharishi, how and where can we see God? Immediately Maharishi replied, if you want to see God, or if you want to have a glance of God, you have to go to the slum areas, to the poor people, to the sick people, to the blind people, to the distressed people. Here slum means it is a place where the living conditions are bad. Okay, the buildings are dirty and have not been repaired for a long time. So this is called the slum area. And distressed people means unhappy people. Okay, so one day some of the priests have come to Maharishi and asked Maharishi, we have heard that you have seen God. Is it true? They asked. So immediately Maharishi said, of course. Okay, one of the priest means a person who performs religious ceremonies. Okay, one of the priests asked Maharishi, we don't believe you unless you show God to us. Okay, For that Maharishi said, if you want to see God, then tomorrow morning 6 o'clock you come and meet me. Okay, he said. Who said? Maharishi said. Okay. So the next morning sharp at 6 o'clock, everyone, all the priests arrived there. Okay. So Maharishi asked them to follow him. So everyone followed Maharishi. After walking 2 to 3 kilometers, they reached a hut. Okay. So everyone entered into the hut. There was a leper person who was lying on the bed. Leper means a person who has leprosy. Maharishi started cleaning his body and also applying some lotions, ointments on his wounds. Okay, and also he changed his clothes and he fed him food with his own hands. On seeing all these things, the priest, all the priests, they felt guilty. Okay, they felt guilty and tears filled their eyes. Okay. So actually they felt very guilty. So they asked Maharishi to pardon them. Okay, so pardon them. So Maharishi said, if you want to see God, here actually he is my God. I see him daily. You also just have a glance on him. Okay, who said? Maharishi said. So tears filled their eyes, all the priest's eyes. Okay, so what Maharishi is going from this matter, Maharishi actually, what he said, the real worship of God is to serve the mankind only. We have to serve the blind people, we have to serve the poor people, okay, distressed people, we have to take care of them. Okay, from that we can see the God. Okay, so what Maharishi said, the real worship of God is to serve mankind. Okay, and also I think you might have heard about Mother Teresa. So Mother Teresa actually, she was an Albanian lady, but she worked hard. She spent most of her time to bring up the disabled children and orphan children only. Okay, children. So true happiness can only be achieved if we serve with mankind. Okay, so this is very important. What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is we should try to help everybody and serve people with love and devotion. This is the moral of the story. Okay, once again I tell you, the moral of the story is we should try to help everybody and serve people with love and devotion. Love means affection, whereas devotion means worship. Okay, so the real worship of God is to serve mankind. Yeah, what do you mean by serve mankind? We have to serve the poor people, sick people, okay, distressed people, blind people. So we have to take care of them. This is the moral of the story, children, right? Okay, for the exam you are going to write for the 10 marks, right? 10 marks. That choose the correct answer 3 marks, fill in the blanks 3 marks, and for question answer 4 marks. So totally 10 marks you are going to write. Okay, now take your book, take the first page. Exercise it is given in the page number 7. Take page number 7, children. Choose the correct answer. How can we achieve true happiness? This is the question. What is the answer for this? By serving everyone with love and devotion, right? Second one, prayer is the fountain of life. Okay, prayer is the fountain of life. Next one, for whom did Mother Teresa work selflessly? Mother Teresa worked selflessly for the orphan people as well as for disabled children. Okay, so the answer is option C, orphans and disabled children. Next one, who was Maharishi with looking after? Who was looking after the leper person? Leper person means a person who has leprosy, right? Next one, true or false? We should express our gratitude towards God. Yes or no? Of course, we should express our gratitude towards God. We have to thank God for giving everything in the life. Okay, so we should give respect to the God. Next, God has given us wisdom so that we may waste it. Yes? No, we should not waste that wisdom, children. So the answer is false. Third one, God has given us wisdom so that we may earn money. No. Okay, so the answer is false. We have to love all. We have to serve the distressed people, sick people. Okay. So next one, God wants us to follow the path of truth. Of course, the answer is true. Next, turn to page number 9. Page number 8, children. Fill in the blanks is given. No. God is dash. God is omnipresent. Omnipresent means what? Everywhere. Present everywhere. God is present everywhere. God present everywhere. Okay. So he is in the satellite, twinkling stars everywhere. God is present everywhere. So omnipresent means what? Present everywhere. Next, the real prayer and worship of God is to serve dash. What's the answer? Mankind. Okay, the real worship of God, the real prayer and worship of God is to serve mankind. Next, we should be very grateful to God and we should express our dash towards Him. We should express our gratitude. We have to thank God for giving everything. Okay, so the answer is express our gratitude. Next, true happiness can only be achieved if we serve everyone with love and devotion. What's the topic of the lesson? Topic of the lesson is love and devotion. The true happiness can only be achieved if we serve everyone with love and devotion, right? And 7 question answers are given, children. Each question carry 2 marks. Okay, so 4 marks are going to write for the question answer. Prepare well and you will get the PDF. Prepare well for the exam, children, right? Thank you, children.